Welcome back to another episode of Templars Talks.
Templars Talks.
Yes, number 46 again. And wow, I can't believe that we're almost at 50 already. Can you comprehend that? Like, we started this, almost 2 years ago now? And I was just thinking, because I was already, thinking of the end of year list. And what bands will be on there, and I realized that I might have one band on there that was also in the first episode that we talked about. So
Wow.
yeah, I'm like, whoa, that was just an interesting one. One of the people I interviewed for the Christmas series mentioned that name, and then I was like, yeah, I know, they're good. Okay.
But was it a CD or a show?
A show.
Oh.
And yeah, we have another chance for them, so maybe they entered there twice. So.
I have a slight light bulb moment there.
Yeah, I figured. The listener for a long time, she probably already know, because we have been saying it in the summer already, that they had a really good show. So that I would not be surprised to have them in the end of year list, so to say. All right, let's get to business. I have not seen a show in the past 2 weeks, as we already said back then, because I'm super busy with the recordings and all these other live events, business. But how about you?
I have the same shitty live events going on. So I've been busy as well, although I'm making a slight progress there.
Yes.
So no shows for me either, I believe. No.
No shows for us. That's wild. I don't think we ever had an episode without any shows to talk about. That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy, isn't it?
Do we have anything upcoming then? I think I might have before the next episode. I probably go to Willemijn Café if I feel like it. That's been what I'm having my eyes on, and I kinda have confirmed that I'll be doing a local festival here in this town. Not per se something I will report about, because I'm photographing that for a client. And it has the very local name, Dag van de Achterhoekse Popmuziek.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, I think we spoke about it also in the past 2 years, because
last year.
I've been there multiple times. It's just a festival that highlights local bands from this area, and they can play in different cities in the area, and also in strange venues, because there's there's actually places like hairdressers, hair salons, record labels, record stores, bars like coffee places and such, then suddenly decide to book bands for that. I live around the corner basically from a store that sells pianos. And they also booked some singer-songwriter one time. I went in there to see it. It was absolutely gorgeous. I think the lady who played at that point had a really lucky day that she could play all those beautiful piano there that they set up there for the show. So that was really nice. And I always like it because it's just it's almost the same as Popronde, where you can just randomly walk into places and see bands play their whole schedule. But then it's not just in one city, but in the whole area of Achterhoek. So that's quite nice, I think. So I'll be able to speak a little bit about that next time, I think. If we record on the Sunday, I probably will be able to do so. And yeah, then I might keep that one place open for another band, depending on how the interview scheduling goes, because God knows how much work it is to find all the bands and get them available to talk about their music. So do you have any planned shows or confirmed shows or whatsoever?
Well, let me get my little Excel sheet for my memory.
Oh yeah. You know, I have one too, so...
Like I said, life shit. But anyway, so 14 is 24th, maybe only one.
Okay.
Maybe the Orbit Culture Garea one.
Yeah.
Oh. But it's a maybe, I think. And then after, maybe if I can make it work, nothing more on a Tuesday the week after, and then the Rasmus maybe on the Thursday in Antwerp.
Interesting, cool.
Because then after that I kind of have to probably scale down, sadly, on photographing and concerts for a while. But, you know, life.
Yeah, life happens, and
yeah,
at least we know that the boring season's coming up after December anyway, so we can have a little bit more peace with that. That there's less live shows in our lives.
Yeah.
I do think maybe in December there's the Cradle of Filth show that I might go to, because it's not too far for me anyway, and I kind of want to see how many...
I have that one.
Yeah. You have that on a short list?
I have that one too, but then...
On a short list?
On my... Yeah, maybe. But then in Antwerp.
Ah, okay. Different venue.
Because I think the day before they play at Zwolle.
Yeah.
But that's like shit far away from me. So Antwerp is closer.
Yeah, I understand. Too bad.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see us both together there again.
Yeah, but I have to work on that Sunday, so that's why.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So.
But I kind of want to know, how is the situation looking with the 2 replacement members that they have in there, so to say. I mean, they always like have a good show in a way. Like they always have their shit together when you see live.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's even more amusing when things go wrong, because we all know how Danny likes that. I don't know if you've anyone who've seen the band play that can see that Danny can get really aggressive towards the crew if the sound is not good or that something is going wrong. So I remember that from Tuska. Like, he was so angry there. Throwing his microphone at people on the side, like, fix it. Oh yeah. We'll see if we make it, and then we have something to compare.
I would like... Oh yes. My show was better than yours.
Oh wow. Well...
Yeah, I don't know. There's also, I would have loved to make it to Catatonia, but they play like on a Sunday in Amsterdam.
They were on my short list, but to be honest, I probably won't be able.
I don't have to work this Sunday, but the Monday, so that's not going to work. And then on Tuesday they play at Trix, and I have to work too, both Tuesday and Wednesday, so yeah.
Oh,
nope.
But
then there's the Magna Cults show in
I saw them announced for something.
Kind of their...
Oh, I think
CD presentation of their new album Lucid, one of the two.
Yeah. Okay, I think I saw them. They will play the New Year's party in Zwolle.
Yeah, the Hedon,
New Year's party, kind of, whatever they call it.
Zwaar nieuwjaar.
Yeah, that one.
On the 10th.
Yeah, 10th of January or so, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I might have to work, but if not...
Yeah, come.
You know, maybe I should...
Come. Yes.
Travel up north.
And then we have the Tivoli show of Apocalyptica. That is a maybe for me. I don't know.
It's on a freaking Monday.
Well, I don't have to work. That's for sure.
Well, I have to. It's my first and my second day.
Yeah. It might not be a good idea.
I don't think...
Might not be a good idea.
To start my second day there with a sleep-deprived... Might not be a great idea.
No. But hey... I mean, I saw Apocalyptica in Tuska this summer, and it was like really nice. They did the Metallica tour there, show, and I was quite surprised that I liked it that much. I mean, I've seen I don't know how many Apocalyptica shows in my life. A lot of them we were together.
How did we?
Yeah. How?
2005.
That was when it started.
I think. I think somewhere. I think we first met in a QU in Tilburg. I think.
I think so. Or was it the meet?
Live.
Yeah, meet. Or I was thinking in Utrecht maybe. We meet it somewhere.
No.
I don't know.
I think it was a. But 2005-ish, somewhere.
Something like that.
So,
and after that, we've seen
20 years.
We've seen quite some Apocalyptica shows through the years, didn't we?
A few. Yeah.
But I liked it. I mean, it was really nice to see them enjoying the old stuff again. Like it was really nice to see. I mean, I never been a big fan of all these songs where they have all these singers along for the tours also. For me, I totally zoned out from Apocalyptica, but when they did that,
I think the both of us.
Yeah, I think it felt like something else, like not what we've been liking from them so much. So.
But the thing, we've seen them so many times in such a small places where you can sort of, there were like notes on the stage like.
Yeah.
Be aware of the bows hitting your face, and then you would get you would get an end pin in your face, just for fun.
For fun.
But that's
great. No, like I mean, it was always the cozy shows that we went to. Indeed, like not bigger, and then in the
small. In
the end, it's just not fun to see them in the big halls. But I don't know which hall in Tivoli they will play. I have no idea. Because I did see them... Oh yeah, you were there also, right? When they did the... in the main hall?
Well, they played one in the main hall. Yeah. But that was also a long time ago.
Yeah. At least, I think, 6 or 7 years ago or so? Or am I completely wrong? Are you Googling it for us?
Of course.
I knew you. I knew you would. No, but like, I mean...
they play Ronda.
Yeah, okay. That's not the biggest, isn't it? That's not the big... I mean, not the seated hall. It's the no standing.
No, the seated... That's where they played, I think...
I've always... I never catch the hall on which venue in Tivoli is what. Like, don't ask me.
Do you know, I never been into the main hall.
Not into the... You were there with the seated show, was it?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, that one. But no other show.
No. But isn't that also that they mainly have classic in there? Not like pop shows or rock shows?
No. They have rock shows in there.
Oh.
They had Europe there. They had
Europe.
things.
Have the Europe there? Okay. How does that work? Like, okay.
What did they play? They played like it was a sort of special. Was that plays Metallica for the first round or something, and then this time they play.
I don't know. Is it?
Plays Metallica.
I think it's also sort of
Metallica.
anniversary tour that they're doing now for the album. I'm not sure, or they.
Yeah, but I don't mean the 2020. Huh. Google is not.
Not helping. Oh no. I mean,
No.
I'm not.
But it because I'm getting the main one, the upcoming one, but I'm looking for
The old one.
the one in the past.
Yeah, I don't think
The volume
I
one.
don't think I reviewed that one.
No, I think we just went for fun there.
I didn't want to go at that point. I was like, okay, I was already done with Apocalyptica at that point, but everybody was meeting up that
Yeah.
we've met through the years, and then somebody wrote
I
me
think
a
that's
message.
mostly why we
Yeah,
went.
somebody wrote me a message like, hey, just come, we have ticket left over, please buy it and come join us. Something like that. And I was like, okay, why not? I mean,
Why not?
well, I lived in Soesterberg back then, so it was like, what, half an hour bus? Like, easy. But that was, I mean, I wasn't intending to go there, because I don't like these big halls so much. I never did. So, yeah. But they will be playing
It's
the
so
Metallica.
funny how, I always say, like, Tempeloris is like my second brain, you fill in a band name and then you get all these... you get these reviews and shows. There's like
It's
Apocalyptica 2010, supports Livingston, venue, Melkweg.
Huh? What? Was that you writing that?
Apparently.
Was not me, is it?
By Elvira
Yeah,
Visser.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
my
you
name.
did that.
No.
Hmm.
Lacrimas Profunda. I remember that one. That was in Groningen, I think.
Oh. I've never been to a show in
But-
Groningen for that. I only been to Groningen for
Nina.
Eurosonic.
Oh, I even reviewed a CD by them. Wow. Amorphis? No, that's not Apocalyptica. No, we didn't write about it.
No, I don't think so.
Sorry, people listening. You're
Heavily
going on
on a
a...
trip
is this
down
the one?
memory lane.
No, Ankara.
Ankara. Oh,
But I think it was this one in 2019. I think it was this year. Apocalyptica plays Metallica by four
Yeah.
cellos. I think this was the one tour.
yeah, I said like 6 years ago or so.
Yeah. Good memory.
I guess.
Yeah, that was with the whole see-through drums from Mikko.
Yeah. That's also a thing.
And they played
Now
one.
they don't have the drummer anymore that made the show,
Yeah, they have a drummer, Mikko.
Yeah, they have that.
Different
that's
Mikko.
like he's just somewhere in the background playing drums, That's a difference. He's not having a presence.
Yeah, Mikko was... No. Or Apina.
Miko 1.0 had a presence, This 2.0 version is shit. Oh, sorry, I don't mean the playing is shit, but he's not like active performing. Okay, yeah. I try not to be mean, but the point is, Miko 1.0 was kind of a character in the shows.
Yeah, but we have fun memories of him, so...
Yeah.
I still remember one time in the venue there in Helsinki, the Tavastia was like in the bar, and I was walking past, and we were both like, wait, I know that person. And he was like, you're not from here. I was like, no. And I think it's been like 2 or 3 years by that time that I had seen him. But I was like, wait, you're not from here. Like, no.
I always know, because I've seen him always like with the Apocalyptica shows, and then I went to see the show from Megaphone where he was also a drummer.
Megaphone.
What was that?
Still remember those tunes.
Yeah, the glam rock boy bands where minimalistic sounds. I don't know. That was just hilarious to see, though. Also, just for fun, I think he did that. But
yeah.
Oh well.
Memories.
Yeah,
people. Memories.
I'm sad that he left the band for that, because the new guy is just not making that much of a presence in the show. So yeah, maybe he needs some time to grow into it. And I think specifically in this band, it was always like the drums that kind of make the sound even more complete, because it's for the rest it's only cello, so yeah. It really adds something there. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, maybe I'll be going there.
But we've seen it all, we've seen like 3 cellos, 4 cellos, just the cellos and the drums, the 3 cellos, the drums and a singer.
Yeah. True. But I think what I've seen this summer was pretty nice. If it would have been better to have the original Mikko in there, but
yeah, we would love that.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, sometimes it is what it is.
Yeah, well, I don't know if anybody, he left. Nobody knows why. I think, or I can't say nobody, but I'm not sure. I don't really follow them anymore, so
I don't know. I haven't tried or heard anything.
Me neither.
I mean, I haven't been actively asking about it either. Sometimes you hear stories, especially because we're all very familiar with Finnish bands in the scene, so we hear a lot.
Yeah.
But no. And it's okay. I mean, we don't always need to share dirty laundry and have that going on.
Definitely not.
So yeah, but that might be something that I might attend. I'm not sure yet. Depends really on how things are going in life and the Christmas series and whatever, because that's also one of the main things I'm doing at the moment for Temporary.
But maybe I am slightly jealous. Because I thought it was on my list too, and I was like, oh yeah, because last time I saw them was in it was Tilburg, I think. It was not with Epica, or was that?
Oh, that's
no.
Yeah, if they played with Epica, I skip it.
No. It was not Epica. It was with 2 other bands. My brain is not functioning. But it was nice. I even though I was in the back, I think I was at front of house. But it was, I did have a little bit of those old show feelings, because they play a lot of those older Metallica stuff and older songs. Yeah.
But I do hope that they also, if they bring like new material, that also becomes a bit more their thing again, because it's not okay to continuously keep going on the old stuff. I think it would be nicer to also see like a new thing take off for them. Oh well, we'll see what comes up with them, I guess. But let's move on then to...
But let's move on to another Finnish band.
Because I chose an album to talk about. And I think I listened to this one when it came in. And I thought, yes, that's definitely the one that I need to send to Elvira to discuss in the series. And it's called Omnium Gatherum's May the Bridges We Burn Light the Way. Like...
Yes, may the bridges we burn light the way.
Couldn't they chose a bit...
Picked a shorter...
catchier title. But hey... I read that sentence a couple times and I was like, what do they even mean with that? But okay. I listened to this. I think I found it funny because when I sent the message with the link, you gave me the exact response that I had in mind when I was listening to that. So, please do share with our listeners, Elvira.
Yeah, well, I think we were talking on WhatsApp, and I put the record on, and I think, like, you know, I don't know, 20 seconds in, 30 seconds in, I was like, wait, did I put on the right album? I was like, and I sent you, like, this sounds like Amorphis, yeah. Only with a little bit more electronic vibe, but it sounds like Amorphis.
It totally does.
Yeah.
But that's funny because, I mean, I heard it and I was like, oh, this is something that Elvira will enjoy listening to, even though I think you would have enjoyed their album anyway, because Omnium Gatherum is also one of those bands we've seen countless times. So we always enjoyed their...
Then together.
Yeah, I mean, they also never really disappointed us that much, so sure.
Nope.
And I think... they also had the Insomnium Swallow the Sun Omnium Gatherum group that has been touring countless times together, I think. And we at some point, like, I think was it maybe a couple of years ago, we discussed, like, which band was, like, number 1 and 2 and 3 from those. And I think
that shifts.
Yeah, that totally shifts. And I think for the past years already, Omnium Gatherum is, like, my number 1 from those 3.
Yours, yeah.
From those 3. Yeah, and I think with this album, I think it's safe to say that they stay there. So, I'm happy with this.
I cannot say the same, but I feel that the 3 of them are all different.
Yeah, they are.
And I can't compare them. Like, Swallow the Sun for me is, like, dark and moody, and then Insomnium is also dark and moody, but it's kind of more melodic moody.
I think especially back in the day.
And then Omnium Gatherum is a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
One of the pack.
I think in the beginning, when they start doing all these tours together, they were much closer, and now they all sort of went a step away from the middle, so to say. So all of them stepped a slight bit away from the middle, so they became a bit further apart, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
To explain.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. I guess.
But it was so funny that first intro, I was like, wait.
Yeah, I know.
But people don't expect an Amorphis album, don't. But the intro.
Yeah, the intro there. But I think if you listen to it further, you can kind of also hear a little bit that they. I think they've been influenced by some of these Amorphis albums if you listen carefully.
Well, one of them is now one of them now is in a band with an Amorphis guy.
Makes sense. So that's true.
You know, who knows? But the rest of the album.
I liked it a lot. I think I wasn't bored with it. Sometimes if I've been listening to a band for a long time, I feel like they release more of the same. But I think with Omnium Gatherum, they every album they get a little bit stronger in what they bring out, and I think this totally followed up on that
Yes,
that matter.
I agree.
Yeah, and
I think last time we said about the last band we reviewed together, I said something about the album, like there were 2 songs on the album. I think, you can skip them because they don't fit.
yeah,
And I think this album, I think it has like intro, outro, so 7 songs.
yeah.
Yeah. But they I can't say there is one that is lesser than the other one, so it's all quite... I just like the album.
Good. Ah,
And I was... Well, there's one song that's like 6, almost 7 minutes. And I always think it's like tricky if they have long songs. That it not sounds repetitive.
yeah, okay.
But this one kept my interest. And I also have to say that I was actually editing the Dutch band Dol. And I was actually thinking that would actually be a fun
Collaboration. Yeah, now you say that. That's like...
Yeah.
I would...
It's just... I don't know. I was just editing their photos and I was like, damn. Because there is like... clean vocals. And I was thinking like, wait, if she would... Sorry.
Them.
Raven would sing it.
Them.
Yeah, if them would sing it, that would actually... it would sound great. But anyway, that was my brainwave there.
Yeah.
But I think it was... I don't know. It would be a fun, cool
I think
thing.
their voices kind of match together very well, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
can we make this introduction? Can we do that? Do we have that power?
So, people, do we have... people listening to us?
Yeah.
Omnium Gatherum meets... collabs with Dol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just Raven. But... It would be interesting if they would write something together, I think. I think it would fit perfectly.
Yeah.
But...
We need to...
I just like the album.
Yeah, we need to like start this band's dating service or something. We always find out bands and members that were like, they need to make a song together. And I was thinking that actually earlier this week because it was Lord of the Lost is releasing a single together with Infected Rain. And I was thinking like, okay, that's interesting. I would not have expected that. I mean, Chris does countless collaborations. Like, I cannot keep track of who we work with. Like, so many people now. And that's great. I really like that. But Infected Rain was not per se one that I would have guessed for him to choose. So I think that's... It worked out quite well. Did you hear that song?
Yeah.
I liked it, actually. It's strange in the way it's built up, and like when they come together, I'm like, okay. But I think Lena and Chris are interesting together in that sense. So, yeah. This was not suggested by us whatsoever. That's not what I'm trying to say with my dating service for bands.
Yeah, no credits
Nope,
here.
we have absolutely nothing to do with that. But that was when it crossed my mind, like, how, like, that could be a great thing to do, you know? Connecting people.
Yeah.
But...
So what is your favorite track of the album? Let's rewind this back to...
Omnium Gatherum, yeah.
May the light bridges we burn light the way.
That's hard because, you know, I already have issues finding favorite bands. There's so much to choose from and so much to like. Then people ask me for albums and I'm already like, no, it's so hard. I don't know. And then songs, well, maybe I would say My Pain. I don't know why, but...
Well, I don't know either,
it
so
kind of.
that's why I
Yeah,
asked
I
you.
think it kind of.
Before you would ask me.
Yeah, no, I was planning to ask you. No, it's like I think because it's such sets the tone for the album. Like you're like
Yeah.
okay, it's like you immediately get into the album with that one, and sometimes it takes a bit longer, and you're like okay, that's one song, but the next one could be totally different. But for this one, really like shows you what to expect, and that's what I think. But there's more. I mean. It's all very close. Like these songs are all pretty good in this album. I liked it.
I think I also like Ignite the Flame.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little bit more the aggressive, trashiness thing, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
But I also like The Darkest City. Or I thought it was The Darkest, but now I see City on the second.
No, it's The Darkest City, indeed. Song number 4, or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Streets of Rage also a good song. I was more thinking like, I mean, they had this one show announced. I think I don't even know if that's the one because I didn't really hear about it anymore. That they would play in a really strange place where there is not really any known venue.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Was that in the Netherlands?
Yeah, February or so it's coming up. But I don't even know if that one is still taking place because they're also playing in Tivoli in March. So I'm like...
Yeah, it was...
Was it...
It was really, really small in a town. I never...
No, the town,
yeah.
we know, but like I was like, is there a venue in that place? Like, really? I'm trying to find it for you people. Like, where was that exact location?
Or was it another band? Because I see Almelo.
Yeah, Almelo.
But it's Metropole. But it was a different...
It was
something else.
There is no Metropole there. The Metropole is booking it. But that's not... Metropole is in Enschede and Hengelo.
Ah.
So either they...
Yeah, so it is Almelo.
Almelo is kind of, I was like, is there a venue even? Like, I don't really know what to expect there, but I think that might actually be one that I want.
But it says...
What?
It says location Almelo.
Yeah.
Sorry, people, that's... how do you say it?
Yeah, but they're like booking also in other places, like small bars and such.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So, like, the more venues do that. Like, Willemijn books also in my town in a bar.
Yeah, I know. Like the 013 also books.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, maybe they took up that location again, but I found it funny.
Almelo.
It's like, who goes to Almelo for a show? Like, really? But that actually might be very interesting to go to then. Because that means that it will be epic, something to remember, and probably a small place, so it's cozy, and not like a big place. So, I think...
But it's like, for me, it's like it's in Germany.
Come on. It's not in Germany. Come on.
I know, but almost. For me.
Well, I'm not going to lie. It's still going to take me an hour to get there, at least. Because if I drive to Enschede, it's going to take me an hour or so. And that's just because there's no, like, actual highway going from my place there. So I need to, like, either take country roads or go around.
See, it's almost in Germany.
It's not almost in Germany. I live almost in Germany. They live... Almelo is further away from the border than where I live, so...
Yeah, I know too, but it's 2 hours for me.
Well...
Okay, it's not...
Then you have to just...
It feels like 3 hours.
If you crash in my place, it's only 1 hour.
Yeah.
So, it's still February's end of February, so we have some time to think. But imagine, like, if we get to see that again in a cozy, small venue like we did before.
That would be nice.
Remember all the... I mean, I've seen him quite sometimes in Baruch, which was always fun.
In Baruch?
Yeah, quite sometimes. So, like, that's the cozy ones. Like, the best shows from memory from Omnium Gatherum, I think.
Yeah.
And also in Amersfoort, they had the one really tiny place that I've seen them play. It was also a very good show. So, yeah, I'd rather go to this show than go to Utrecht for Tivoli. I think I don't even know which venue they are in Tivoli, but
I think they will play Pandora. I think.
Yeah, I'm not. You're gonna look it up again.
Of course.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, Pandora.
Yeah, okay. And that's, I don't know how big that place is.
The small one.
Okay. But still, it's a fancy place, you know.
It's the one where the stage is. It doesn't have sides. Well,
Sides.
yeah. From if you work in music, there's no side of the stage, so the monitor guys stands on the floor next to the stage. It's that little. It's that.
Yeah, it's.
It does have a balcony, and it does have a.
That's like the thing, you know. It's not the cozy feeling if in that place, I think.
No.
But for Omnium Gatherum, you know the energy, how they are live. So that then I need to check out this place in Almelo.
But
I also want to know if that's.
I rather, but it's kind of funny because I would rather see Omnium Gatherum in the Ronda stage, because it does have the stairs on the side, and it's I don't know, I've seen them there as well, and it fits. And then in Pandora, it's actually a small stage, really small. But I don't like it. I just something with that hall, place, room, whatever you want to call it. I just don't like. So, you know.
I know.
I don't know. It's just. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't help it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just. I just can't imagine.
So I'm curious about the Almelo one.
Like especially with this album, which is quite energetic. It's yeah, I don't know. There's something to it that makes me think that if you would go to this place and it's like cozy and sweaty and the energy, so that the entire venue gets into it, you know. It makes, in my mind, this Almelo place is gonna be amazing to see, even if it's maybe not the most pretty venue or whatsoever. All right. Anything more Omnium Gatherum to add? I don't know.
No. We should see them together. That's my...
Definitely. So you're coming over?
I don't know. Maybe I have to work.
Yeah.
Because I'm not working.
But is it in the weekends?
I have to work weekends.
Is it in the weekends? Even.
No, but I work like, sometimes I work 6 days a week now.
Yeah, okay. So, and it's not like then the next week is 4 or so? Almelo?
Yeah, it is,
So
but then,
let's first find out. The
Yeah.
27 or so. It's on a Friday? Ah, great.
It's on well, if people listening, this is how we normally talk to each other and make plans. You're now like live.
But that's like with every podcast. I mean, you could. I'm always explaining this podcast to people as this is our sister talk, but I mean, like, this is exactly how we are. This is exactly how we are when we are sitting next to each other, or in a bar, or on a couch or whatever. This is us going back and forth about stuff.
Yeah,
I really want to do one time a live podcast where people like watch us do this.
Oh my god.
Like we just put up a stage and you just talk to people.
Maybe they can ask us questions and we will.
Yeah, we can do that.
But my mind would jump from one thing to another, so I don't know.
Yeah.
This is quite structured still.
We can do a Q&A thing, like I always do in the end of the Christmas series. But it's always like people are...
But then we have to meet up this time to be really together again.
We do have to do that anyway, so...
Yeah.
That will happen, no worries.
But I even have to work on the first day of Christmas.
Yeah.
But it's for the better, you know?
Yeah. That is. All right. What's next on our schedule for today? Yeah, of course, we go and talk about news. Do we? Did we hear any news? Yes, I did. Did you hear any news that you want to talk about?
No.
Then I'll start.
Well, there was something, but I forgot. I was like, I have to say this thing, but this thing...
Any updates on that strange split up?
Split up.
No, okay.
Oh, no. Oh, the Beast in Black
Yeah.
one, you think? I don't know.
No. Oh,
I don't follow that band,
okay.
actually.
Okay. Mine.
Well, I do follow them on Instagram, but there's a lot I follow. So.
Yeah. Okay, then...
Actively following, not.
Let's get into my news, because I think if people missed it, In Flames was posting a little bit of a teaser earlier this week. And it had to do with a video of a bridge in Gothenburg, if you saw on there. And people were a bit like, what is it about? What are they going to do with that? I loved looking in the comments how people think that this have to do whatsoever. And let me think, how do I want to say this? Yeah, so they have this festival coming up that they are sort of doing, or festival show kind of like... And the whole thing is it's called Gothenburg Brinner, and they first put up that video of the bridge, and then they put up some more teasers, I think, where they were showing a sort of map with the arrows that something was going on.
Yeah, warning.
Yeah, warning and such, and then eventually they kind of put up the website, but
logo.
That the website didn't really tell anything, and now finally they released what it's going to be, the festival, and it has, of course, headlining. Yes, not a big surprise. In Flames, but.
Wow.
Also, Dark Tranquillity, Avidar, Raised Fist, Throne, Napalm Death, Greya. So yeah, I think a lot of people are kind of interested in that. And I found the way they announced this was very cool. I mean...
Kind of fun.
Yeah. Because it kind of really got some buzz going. And yeah. I think the pre-sale starts, well... today for the people listening.
4 days.
Today for the people who are listening at this podcast on the release date. Shout out to you for following us. So that you can go and check on the website. But yeah, I think it's a one-day festival, and yeah, you better get your tickets. It's the 22nd of August next year. Yeah, so get things going, and I thought, like, this is really cool, so we need to share that, and yeah.
Yes, it is cool. Oh, that reminds me, I thought circling back, this is how my brain works, people. I think I have ADHD or something. But anyway, circling back to Omnium Gatherum now. I thought I read in the how do you call it, biography, that they worked with the frontman from the Night Flight Orchestra and Soilwork.
Possible. I didn't.
As part producer.
I didn't really read up.
Not a full producer, but a part producer.
Most of the time, I'm not really giving too much of a shit of the producer, because I also know a lot of bands who just use that as a sort of
name drop.
I don't know. A name drop. Yeah, I remember I had this discussion with a Finnish local band, and they hired what's his name, Hilisma from him, Fame, and many other Finnish bands, and then she was kind of completely offended about the price point that this guy has, and he's like blah blah blah, talking about that, and I was thinking, yeah, but you just wanted him because of his name, so you pay up for that, and then I get an album and it says, okay, you work with that guy. Doesn't mean that your music is good just because you hired him. That just means that you spent a lot of money on hiring somebody who did work with bigger names. That doesn't mean that your music is gonna be great or something, So for me, the whole thing with the producer is always a bit like, I always have to think of that specific.
But I kind of like it when.
Yeah, but I always have to think back of that discussion with that local band, and I was thinking the fact that you hire somebody to do that job for you doesn't mean that your music is gonna be great. That's absolutely no guarantee. It means that you pay. At least it means that you put money towards it. That's all it means.
But sometimes it also is I think that sometimes bands, they work years and years with the same producer, and then they switch to another producer, and you can actually hear the influence the producer has on the album, and that's why they also pick the producer to get that spark or get that different look at their music. So I think that I also read that. For example, Magna Cult, the Dutch band, local band, localish band. I think they there was something with now I have to think again. Mastodon. He did something with Mastodon or So they have a certain idea about how their album has to sound, and then they find someone that can help them. And it's not we get this person and our album will sound like that, but it will help them grow. Or a band that always has the same producer chooses another producer to get the different sparks going on. But, it doesn't mean I pay for this producer and now my album is great. No, because it's still...
Of course not, but...
You still have to work.
No, exactly. That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. It doesn't mean anything. It's it means that you could have found somebody you really like to work with who understands your point of view. That's definitely there. But for me, the realization at that point that this guy was just throwing a lot of money, and I don't even understand why he wanted to sound like that band, considering the music he makes anyway. So I was totally okay, so you just did that to put that on your album cover, that it was produced by this guy, just so you hope you get more sales. The average listener doesn't know that shit. Only people who really go deep into it will realize. Not the average listener goes into who's producing what. Let's be real about it. I mean, we're kind of nerds, so we're a bit more into it, I guess. Who does what? But I also know that the average person I walk into on a festival has absolutely zero clue about who's producing what album and what, So I don't really understand that point of view of let's spend shitloads of money on a name producer to kind of sell more albums or something. I don't know. Maybe that's just one part of the story. If I need to make my point complete, I will need another hour to go into details. Let's not go too deep on that. But I always think back of that discussion, and I'm thinking like, just I remember being involved with somebody who did also a lot of game music, for example, and he said that he wants to recycle stores to buy like super old speakers, which are pretty crappy, because the average listener is not going to listen that music via the super fancy studio sound that he has set up. So he wants to know how his sounds are kind of coming out when you have the average listening experience, so to say. You know what I'm saying? So that's always something to keep in mind. Like, are you only making music? Are you only selling to music nerds, or are you like also trying to get in that the average listener, so to say, who simply goes after a catchy song or whatever song they like and buys your album for that or something? So that's always in my mind a bit like. It's maybe a bit more commercial thought. Like, what are you going after with that? All right.
Take a little breather there.
Rant over, people. Rant over.
That's fun.
Yeah, you know, I can get off sometimes.
No.
Yeah, so that's about the news, I think. Do we have something that makes us happy this week? Yeah, I do. I really need to share. I mean, I had like the shittiest week of my life, basically. Except from one other shitty week in my life when my mother died. So, then everything was down, then it went up, and then it went even more up, and now I'm here back recording the podcast, which is like good, so that's all positive. And
woohoo!
And then this morning I woke up and I was thinking, okay, now that I have all that shitty times behind me, and I probably have to deal with a couple of that a little bit more in the upcoming weeks, to finalize that and put an end to it. What are the fun things that going on in life? And I was thinking, you know, I've been doing these interviews with bands and for the Christmas series, and I do it for a couple of years now. And this is, I always write down who I invite so I can see how many people actually respond and if I need to send reminders. And from the first batch of people I invited, literally everyone except for one responded. Which is unique. Usually it's maybe half of them only reply. And then I'm always a bit angry because I very often respond to emails that says, if the band is available for interviews if you're interested. And then you are interested and then you don't hear anything back, you know. That annoys the shit out of me. But no, everybody has been replying. Apart from one that said that they are not fluent enough or confident enough in English to do that on a YouTube video. Everybody agreed to join. And some really nice names are in the list, I would say. So, yeah, I definitely have something good coming up for this year. So then I had also amazing conversations, especially with one of the artists I've already interviewed in the past, and I have very fond memories of the first interview I did with him, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this one. I'm curious, but I was kind of knowing, you know, sometimes you just know it's gonna be okay. And this one I felt like it's going to be okay. And then I was like doing the interview and I was done with it and I was thinking, this was not okay, this was perfect. Yeah, sometimes you just have a meet with people and they're like your kind of people, you know what I'm saying? You share this, you have a conversation and you just like, you know, we share the same values and even if you're only speaking for somebody for like half an hour and you feel like, yeah, we think alike, you know, that's just amazing. And that's why what I love about interviews, that you can really get that connection. And yeah, so that makes me happy. I really had a great interview there. And yeah, I think if you guys are following the whole series, you guys gonna instantly recognize the one interview that I'm talking about right now. Because you will see how that conversation goes so smoothly and such. So, yeah. Okay. Even in the most shitty times, pretty things happen. And, yeah, I must say that. And, okay, maybe one shout out, because I realized I have a whole lot of amazing people in my friend groups that support me. And sometimes even from people you expected less, that they were like, okay, let's go do this up. You can handle it, and otherwise we will stand up and give you a hand and such. And I found that so cute and amazing. And some people do just amazing things to make you feel great, even in the shittiest time. So that's also part of my ikigai. I'm a positive person, so I just want to say that out loud. I have awesome friends and acquaintances around me. So that. And of course, you as my bestie are also amazing. And I want to know about your amazing ikigai too.
You were well, just not a high bar to pass, but or to try to reach here. No, I was actually, you were so, you know, people don't see you talking, but I could see you talking, and you were starting to glow. So I was just watching you talk. That was nice. Yeah, she was happy and glowing. Yeah. But, you know, I had to think, like back in the day, like we're talking about long time ago, I also interviewed a few bands, and there is this one band, the Talk from
what?
Heimgard, the Dolk, the band.
Dolk?
Our Norwegian band. We
Come
like
far.
both. Come far. Yeah. I met that one, and I interviewed that one, and I didn't know much about the band. Of course, I listened to the album, and I thought, why not? You know, let's do it. But it was such a fun conversation, and at the end, I think we even talked like maybe 40 minutes after our interview was done. We were still talking about, you know, Norwegian forest and whatever, and kids and what it was.
That's nice.
You know, sometimes sometimes it's, you know, it's what you say.
When you meet your kind of people, that's just, you can take it takes off, yeah.
But also the interview was, because of that, it was really, really nice, and you just, you know. But also, I think from the start, we always try to come up with questions that wasn't like, what's your favorite color?
Oh God, yes.
Because back in the day when we started, I think a lot of other people around us were actually doing, well, not the favorite color, but
favorite, you know, pizza,
simple...
those kind of questions. Yeah, I remember that I kind of made that.
And we always try to ask, you know, smarter questions, or that we actually not only read the biography, but we went to scrolling and put our like investigation hat on and come up with some.
Yeah, that back, but I think I also kind of made it illegal to ask those kind of questions. So I sometimes I'm a bit strict on my crew. Like, come on, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna ask favorite colors, favorite pizza, or whatsoever. Nobody cares.
Yeah, but I also never wanted to do that because,
no,
you know,
true.
Even though we started out with bands that we actually liked, you know, I do want to come off sort of professional and not like...
Yeah. True, but I think also the interviews are done to sell something, like a new album. So we're gonna talk about
And you
whatever.
help them sell.
Yeah, I mean, we need to talk about that, right? The thing that you're selling and whatever you're doing. That's what we need to talk about. I remember that I had this interview once with a band that I followed quite a bit. I mean, I've been on tour with them also, and then I kind of like sat down, and some Russian magazine was coming in, and they did also interview, and they asked like, what do you think of this political situation in the blah 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 blah, and I was like, holy shit, why does this artist have to answer this question? What? That has absolutely nothing to do with the album or whatsoever. Like, what? That interview, the artist ran away from that interview at that point. He like, I need to go out for a smoke. And the girl was kind of panicking, and it's like, that's... I felt so sorry about that. I mean, not everybody enjoys doing interviews, and this kind of things don't help when people do that. So it's really nice that you can really find something that drives people to make and create what they're making, like whether it's they talk about their influences and such, or how they are in what they're doing in life, for example. I mean, and if that connects with yourself, then you have a very easy conversation. And those are definitely things that we remember long, I guess.
Of course.
Yeah.
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 So that makes me happy.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do interviews again.
No.
Sorry. Just...
Damn.
Well, maybe, but...
Just
there's no more time.
record it and put it on the podcast, so you don't have to type anything out. You don't have to be in the video.
Well, that makes it... No, but...
Yes, that
But
makes
I
it
was
easier
scrolling
for
the
you.
news. I'm going to talk about something else.
Yeah.
Just thought this thing in the news that apparently yesterday or the day before, I'm not quite sure, but apparently Soundgarden is inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, cool.
So
That's nice.
nice.
Yeah.
I like Soundgarden, like Chris Cornell.
Mm-hmm. Well, congrats to
I
them.
still like all those grungy bands.
Yes.
And apparently there was a whole performance as well with a lot of people from the Pearl Jam guy. Jerry Cantrell was there, and Taylor Momsen, apparently.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tom Morello.
That's nice. Yeah.
I think it's always nice when a lot of those bands still somehow support the bands from back in those days, and they all play each other's songs, and I don't know, I like that. You know? And I think maybe that's also something that the metal world, well, maybe every music does for fans, you know, it brings people together.
Yeah.
Like we started this podcast about Apocalyptica, but I met so many friends because of that band.
Yeah, but also from...
I have so many nice memories.
Yeah. It's like we met together because of that band, basically. And now we're like 20 years down the road, and even longer because we already were knowing from online. So
yeah, maybe you're the person that sticks out with me the longest in my life. By now.
I think I could say I think
I'm
I could
hard to be with, apparently.
I think I do have a couple of friends that were kind of born and raised with, but they live so far away that we barely see. So that and they're not that much into music as I am. So
yeah, I think I also saw something that what was it? I think it was, another Finnish band. It was, I think, was it on the Amorphis page? People, I use Google all the time. I'm a person that Googles a lot.
You haven't switched to chat yet?
ChatGPT.
Yeah. So many people stopped.
You mean?
So many people stopped using Google and only use chat.
No.
I don't.
Oh yeah, was it a guy from At the Gates who was his?
Who passed away?
Yeah, no, not now, but years ago, and then their whole a lot of Finnish people came together to memorize him. I don't know did he live in Finland or something? Because there's
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about at this point.
Well, the guy from At the Gates did Petrov one.
Tom recently died.
Lars Goran Petrov.
Okay.
I don't know. But, all those people came together to memorize some in the metal world. I think that's nice. It's, the thing that people, I don't know.
Yeah, that's nice.
Music brings people together.
That is. That's for sure. All right. Let's go to the last thing on our...
That makes me happy, I think.
Let's go to the last thing on our to-do list.
The last thing... Oh, what we've been listening to. Do you really need to ask?
Yeah, I know you've been listening to Graveyard, so I don't need to ask you that. I think Graveyard should be sending you coffee, not even a cup of coffee, but a whole box of coffee, because you name them so often. I'm gonna tell them at some point. If I ever meet them, I tell them, you'll have to send a box of coffee to Elvira, for she's doing so much promotion for you.
I just told myself I will buy... They have a very nice poster and a t-shirt, but they have a poster with a cat on it, and it's a little bit of vintage style. I will buy it for my own house place thing to live in, and it will be on my fucking wall. That's cool. But of course I listen to other things. Let's see what I've been listening to. Omnium Gatherum, of course. I've actually been listening to Nothing More and the Rasmus, because I was thinking about going there. So I thought, the Rasmus, I haven't listened to that one in 20 years.
Yeah. I heard the Eurovision.
15 years.
I heard the Eurovision song they did, but after that was out.
Yeah.
So
that was also probably the only song I learned. But so I listened to those. But I do like Nothing More, actually.
Yeah.
They have quite good songs. I think a while ago I really needed one of their songs for a bit. I've been listening to Slomosa. I think they also played in the Netherlands. Saw them on my feed. Missed out. Can't have everything,
Nope.
And of course I've been listening to All the Witches, of course.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
To some... also to some jazzy things. Also Blanco White is more like a singer-songwriter. Death Angel I've listened to as well.
Nice.
Yeah, they're gonna play Dynamo again, so...
Yeah.
That makes me happy. Oh, just the
That one is also going to be
lineup
in our top 5 year list, isn't it?
What?
Are they gonna be in our top list for the live shows? Death Angel.
Death Angel. With their show on Into the Grave, or another one?
No, I think it is.
Did they play twice? No, only one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a potential there that they end up there, isn't it?
It was a great show, absolutely. But it was Sun.
Maybe.
You know, at the end of the year, you know, there are so many songs, and then I think back like, oh wait, oh damn it, I've seen that band too. That was actually fucking great too. And then I was like, oh wait, I've seen this one too. And I'm like, oh.
I always go.
Was this year? Was that this year? Oh, it was in February. Damn it, I have to include that one too. And then, you know, the list is too big again. And
Yeah.
because I also loved the Slomosa song. That was also so good.
Well,
Although I don't think a lot of people would agree with me, because most people didn't. It was not the
yeah. I didn't per se.
best music for the audience there.
No.
But
I mean, I don't. It's not my kind of music.
they would have played into the
But they played a good
into
show
the void.
there.
They would have.
They played a good show.
I love their show.
Yeah, I thought it was an okay show, very nice, but it's really not my kind of music, so yeah. They're not going to be in my top 5, but it was a good show.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But there's so many good shows
Yeah.
we've seen, actually.
Yeah. Nothing say that life has to be easy in making choices. I'm quite poetic this evening, isn't it? Yeah. No.
Oh, but well, actually, the lineup from Dynamo was making me very happy to see.
Yeah, they're strong. I was like, I must say, like, I was thinking South of Heaven is really stealing all the bands, you know, because, you know, they have a very strong lineup. They have two out of the big 4, you know, so to say.
Yeah, but I'm not the most biggest lover of the big 4.
No, me
so.
neither. But that's definitely what attracts people. So I was like, okay, they're gonna have an audience this year. That's good for them. They need that because they need to grow. And then I was like, okay, that's gonna be a tough one for Dynamo because those bands would most logically be in Dynamo usually.
Yeah.
But then Dynamo drops the names, and I'm like, whoa, okay, Dynamo hits back, you know. They also have a very strong lineup for next year, so yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Have I been listening to anything else metalish? A lot of non-metal as well.
Well, that's okay. I don't listen to...
Well, Graveyard is not metal either, so...
I also listen to non-metal.
Yeah. Well, I definitely have a favorite album, but it's not the new... It's not new, so it's really old. But I've been listening a lot this year. But it's also jazz, so...
Why not? Well, my playlist was
so
not really something I can share too much about because it's a lot of bands I need to interview, and I do want to kind of like keep a little bit of a surprise for everyone.
Even for me.
Yes.
Always.
Did I share any bands with you? I think I did. Well,
No.
yes, one that you know of. Yes.
No.
Yes. I did. Yes, I did. You know that one. I see a confused look. That's okay. You will remember when I finish this recording. Yeah. Then what else I've been listening to? On my phone, I was listening to Dark Tranquility for a bit. I've been listening to Miss Murning. And I did put up the Morlocks album once more because why not? I don't listen to it that often at the moment, so I thought let's give that one a go again.
It's weird if you leave it out.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I don't. It has not been on heavy rotation for the last couple months, but every once in a while I throw it in. What else have I been listening to anything surprising then? I don't think so. Oh yeah, Dark Funeral. I've listened to that one.
Not my thing.
A For me, it's okay every once in a while, but I'm not the biggest fan, though. Did I listen to some good oldies rock-wise? Like, sometimes I go down a trip down a memory lane and just have... on YouTube, I fall into that hole of going to videos, and then I came down to bands like Intwine and such. Yeah. And
I actually had to think about Hevine.
Yeah, I'm listening to them too. Actually, the Nor EP, like I was that one. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I was thinking what these people are doing nowadays, because I remember when they finished, they were so angry about the music world and whatever, and I felt a bit offended because they had put this EP on for sale, and I think not enough people bought it, that he wanted to sell more or something, and he gave a whole rant about that, and I said, people don't buy albums anymore, and you just go for Spotify or whatever, streaming service or whatever. He was complaining about something in that kind of way, and I was thinking, what the hell? I mean, I bought it, like, I did buy it, and also, like, the people that were all on the forum back then, because that was the forum era, everyone there bought it, so you kind of address your own fans that they're not buying it, but it's your fans who actually bought it. It's just the other people that didn't buy it, you know. You expected more people to come in, but the way that was written was really like attacking the hardcore fans a bit, like, you guys are not supporting us, and like, if you're just streaming. And I was thinking, well, I think what I hear is that most of the dedicated fans kind of spend the money on buying it, but
it's not like they were a huge ass name.
Exactly, they were kind of small.
They were sort of undergroundish.
Very undergroundish, I think.
I mean,
yeah, but they
actually
they could have been bigger. They could have been bigger.
Yeah, if they were nicer. No. Sorry. No, they were
nice.
They played Be Below here, and
I interviewed them.
Yes.
I interviewed them. In Be Below,
they were really nice. They played. They played Be Below, and I remember it was actually, I was talking to someone that there was something in my stories on Instagram. It was like, oh, people always think that tour life is so glamorous.
Yeah, true.
Or like the after parties are so fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And then at some point, you know, I had a lot of drinks backstage, but that was because I worked backstage. Without a band, I mean. But not crazy after parties, actually. Maybe a few, but not crazy. But I remember Hevine as one of the bands, because I did drink a beer with them, and they were so happy they played on the stage, and they were so friendly and talking and like, no, don't leave, come drink, come have a talk. And I remember Max, he played a cello, and he was like, oh, do you want to hold my cello? Look, here is a hole. I bumped my head there. I was like, okay, was that tonight? No, but you have to see it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's those things you remember. And that also makes me happy. So we also circling back to the Ikigai now.
Yeah, totally.
You know, it's a circling back Elvira's Brain podcast version number 46.
Yeah, 46. Well, I think we can talk hours about our memories from interviews. And funny is, like, I remember a couple years ago when I started a job that I am now fired from. I was talking to the director, and I told him, I'm doing these interviews, and he asked me, like, which one was like the best interview you've done? And I was like, I cannot say what was the best interview. I have so many amazing conversations with people, and of course one is more fun than the other, depending on if you connect or not. And I was thinking at that point, I know what I answered. I was like, the one that I really value a lot at that point was an interview I did with an artist that doesn't even play metal, but plays electronic music, actually. And I was just thinking, like, some people are, if people can like be open up and such, that's just the greatest thing, you know.
Yeah. But we said we have no shows to talk about.
Yeah, and we're already 1 hour and 24 minutes in this podcast now.
Please, people, if you listen to this moment, I'm grateful for you.
Yeah.
Wow,
we really value that you keep listening to us. And the thing is, I can actually see in the statistics that people actually listen to the whole thing sometimes. So,
fuck.
Yep. Fuck. Did you say just fuck?
Fuck, yeah.
No, people actually do that. But that's, I mean, I say we could also have podcasts of 4 or 5 hours if we want to, but let's not do that if not needed. We need, no. I'm sure we will have some more scarce weeks coming up with less, because we're heading into December and January, which are show-wise not the best months. So I'm sure you can hear a lot more.
But, if you would like to leave a comment about something, if you like the show, if you like us rambling about something, or maybe just share what you like the most about us talking, or, I don't know. I would love to hear, because,
Yeah, we do. We do want some feedback.
Amazed. Yeah. Positive feedback? It's a gift. Yeah. Feedback is a gift.
I mean...
Sorry.
What? Okay.
Oh, no, I had a training and they said once again, like, if people give you feedback, it's a gift. I'm like, yeah, well.
Yeah. I like gifts. I like gifts, but I like feedback also. And I don't know so much. I see the numbers from our last episode, and I'm like, okay, now that's also a very nice gift. So thank you all for listening. And if you made it this far, thumbs up for you. We love that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we really like a thumbs up or a comment specifically, so we kind of know a little bit what you like, what you want to hear from us, what your opinions are, and that sort of thing.
Can you see where their people are from?
Yeah, I can.
Maybe we should check that out.
Yeah, kind.
Because I have no clue who are listening. That's why I ask you to comment now. Yeah. I mean, I love to hear about the people that are listening to us.
Well, I actually looked up earlier today, and I didn't look for the countries where people are from. Also because it's not always accurate, because it's IP based and such. And also because of the European privacy laws, I think you cannot see European countries per se, specifically. But then I also noticed that about 75% of our listeners is male. And I found that interesting for some reason. And I wonder how that compares to the total male community. I wonder about that, because...
well, if you go to a concert, most people are male.
Indeed, so that's I'm not completely surprised about that. Also noticed that I think what's the age groups? Oh, I cannot see that now, but like they are in the age group from 25 to I think 35 is the highest, and the group after that is second highest. So that's interesting to know. And I think that's also related a little bit to the fact that those people know how podcasts work. Well,
Yeah, it's a little bit longer than a 10-second TikTok.
no, but people don't. I mean, I still have sometimes interact with older people who don't understand how to listen to a podcast, and then, well, I try to explain how to do it, and then people find it really amazing, because radios are not a thing anymore. Radio stations are shit nowadays, so.
Yeah.
I do like to bring the podcast to as many old people as I know. And I really hope that at some point they enjoy listening to us too. But even if they like a podcast about history or whatever, hey, also, it's always nice to learn a little bit about whatever topic you're interested to. Yeah, that's...
Absolutely.
All right, but that's about it. I'm really gonna close it off because we're approaching 1.5 hours, and that's long enough. So, like, comment, subscribe, everything.
Subscribe.
For exactly leave us a comment because we really love that. And yeah,
Yes, absolutely. And thank you so much. And
time to say
that leaves us to the last very thing, and that is...
bye.